Greetings, Pirate Council, and our brave, brazen scoundrels. When last we left our fearless crew, chaos reigned supreme at Vraath Keep. The fortress, once a proud bastion of the Western Seas, now burns under the weight of your ingenuity and mayhem. Hobgoblin forces scatter like ants underfoot, desperately trying to mount a defense against an assault they never saw coming. Yama, Karu, and Killian stand amidst the wreckage of their daring infiltration, maps and intel in hand, while the keep's defences ring with blaring of alarms. You see down at the docks and even in some of the courtyard, sort of flares seem to be going up, signalling that they're under attack. Meanwhile, high above the fortress and further to the south, Pauly's wings catch the rising sun as he dives and darts through enemy fire, creating a glorious distraction while carrying, perhaps being slowed down somewhat by Nesbit the gnome. But not all eyes on the keep. One pair of piercing, predatory eyes watches Pauly closely, waiting for its moment to strike. And we'll get back in to initiative.
Yikes.
Shots coming off at you, Pauly, but again, you're dip, dive, duck diving, and dodging, and are relatively fine. Karu, the Minotaur, puts its head down and just charges at you, and you have just a moment to appreciate its impeccable charging form that you have been working on as well, as it comes and attempts to gore you with its horns. 13 to hit?
Nope.
No. So no luck, but a dirty 20 to hit with its maul. As you leap out of the way of its charge, it swings its massive ball on a chain and smacks you for 9 damage.
Is that magical or just standard?
Standard.
Like, kill.
One of the... What's he got left in the tank? I forgot that there's spellcasters here. The Hobgoblin, sort of magish, who's been trying to counterspell your spells, Killian, and kind of failing. Has been, doing all sorts of different things, trying to shoot at Pauly and disrupt your spell casting. Begins casting, looking over at you and Yama and Karu, and a sort of yellowish orange ball of light appears between his hands and starts flying.
Yeah, I'll counterspell that.
Okay. What level?
We will go at 4th level.
4th level. What does your counterspell look like?
I just point at it and it disappears. It just fizzles out.
So the counter fireball that this Hobgoblin mage was trying to do flies towards you and seems to be about to land sort of where you, Karu, and Yama are, but you raise a finger and it just fizzles out, and then almost like a small hot rock just kind of lands on the ground between Yama and Karu.
I just look at the guy and just shake my head.
Denied.
Be better.
Because of that,
Oh.
he's upset and he's going to run this way out of line of sight.
You just want to be seen when he cries.
Yeah.
Fair.
That's dead.
Chewing through the niche.
I mean, I did kill an entire room of people.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, good idea. Yeah, fireball. That's good." This didn't really work out for me, did it? More hobgoblins begin closing in on Karu as we get to Pauly's turn. Pauly and Nesbit. Pauly, you're somewhat surrounded. There is a manticore hot on your heels, hot on your wingtips, and a hobgoblin kind of trooper that seems to be just Terminator running after you.
Doggedly chasing me, yep. Yeah, well, It's not the first time Thor has been surrounded by hostile forces trying to throw things at his body. But, you know, and it certainly won't be the last. Now, Boy is going to just try to get the fuck out of Dodge and go south, straight south this time. I mean, I'll take any of both. I can't remember how close that Manticore is to me, but if it is within...
You are certainly risking an attack of opportunity from the Manticore. You're probably a little bit high up for the Hobgoblin. He was going to have to try and get up to you, because I think you're still sort of 10, 15 feet in the air.
Yep, I reckon I'll risk it for the biscuit. And then try to get away, because I mean, we agreed that like my movement was halved, right? Because I'm holding Nesbit.
Yeah.
So that's only 75. So yeah, I'll risk it for the biscuit.
Okay.
And then just go straight south. I guess that straight south.
So the Manticore sort of swings out at you, attempting to bite at you, but with a 12 to hit, I believe that shouldn't matter. And you zoom out. Now, how far is... What is your... I guess if you're double moving, or are you firing back on your way, or what are you doing? I'm
triple moving. So, yeah, I will use my bonus action and my action to dash. Which is a beautiful thing that I can do as a rogue. So I'll move 75 feet away. But at the same time, I'm going to give, like, the Manticore the finger and go, ha ha ha, you can't catch me. Fucking you think you can fly? Man, I'm the best flyer there is. Nothing sneaks up on me.
Excellent. I love that.
I really hope he flies into another Manticore.
Whilst you're doing that, I'm going to say that Nesbit, who is obviously being held by you, so doesn't need to, worry about his movement. He's going to, as you throw the middle finger up, you flip the bird in all the clever ways that can be assumed. Nesbit will throw one of his vials that explodes onto the Manticore and Hobgoblin following you. And they seem to be sort of... It seems to be some kind of sulfurous unguent just sort of burning away at them there.
Right. Yeah, good. Good job, Nesbit.
One of the Hobgoblins in more sort of like that martial arts kind of gear setup is going to kind of backflip behind you, Karu. And
Sick.
To start trying to go for all your, your soft spots. 22 to hit.
Yeah.
6 damage.
Gotta respect it.
Hey, that isn't a nice thing to call killing it.
Is it magical damage?
No, it is natural.
Well, I am naturally resistant.
Second attack, 11 to hit, I believe misses.
Nope.
Third attack, 22 to hit for 4 damage.
Oh, sorry, I'm noticing the little animation of the like swing animation. It's cute.
And
Cool.
for his fourth and final attack is an 8, which misses.
Nope.
The Manticore, hot on your heels, though, is... What's its speed? 50. So it's going to have to spend its action and movement to chase after you, Paulie. And you're both effectively like... In game terms, you're kind of right on the edge of the map, but, theater of the mind, you are still screaming along the southern side of this... towards the southern end of this island. And you got the Manticore is catching up, though it has to use all of its action to do so.
It's gonna book it.
More Hobgoblins running out to face you, Karu. They seem to be sort of forming a line, getting back to their kind of martial route, creating a bit of a shield wall. But it is Killian's turn, and then we've got a Hobgoblin, then Karu.
Okay. What are the vibes that I'm feeling from my dragon currently?
Excellent question. Give me an Arcana check to kind of tap into the...
14.
You like, you get the feeling of like, oh, this is going well, and then, you know, like it's almost like when you call someone who perhaps is maybe driving, and you're like, how you doing? They're like, yeah, they're a bit distracted, much like Paulie, and
Hear the indicator every now and then.
you get like, yep, you get into like obviously not words, but you get the vibe of like, oh, it's going alright, you know, a lot of chaos here. It's getting a little bit dicey, and then oh, hold on.
Well, I have two options here. No, it's fine. I'll leave him. He's fine. He's okay. What I'm going to do is a straight line, it says. I'm gonna take a step. One. Oh man. Has to be here.
Working the angles like a pro snooker player.
Yeah, because the building gets in. Well, no, I will take a step up. That's fine. And then I'm going to. How far does this go? 100 feet. So it's going to crash.
Foundry just to get my. I want the cool little animation.
Let's see. Is it in my spell list in Foundry up to date?
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah. It is not. How do I quickly import? Import.
Spell you after?
Lightning bolt. I can just add it to my spell list. Yeah, that'll work.
Lightning bolt. I've just added it to you.
Nice.
Oh, I was already on there.
Yeah, I know it, but it wasn't in my actual spell list itself. Yeah, because it's prepared currently. But yeah. So I guess I will target the furthest enemy then, or this guy.
Well, I guess you just
because it's going to hit all of them.
You just create the line, right? So if you can drop the spell, it should create the measurement tool.
Okay, cool.
And then you can rotate it, I think, with control and mouse wheel.
Okay, third.
And try not to hit Kara.
Yeah, we're going to pass this at third level. Cast. So if I start it, control. Oh my god.
Also, because it might auto-roll all the saves for me, which will save me a lot of time.
Yeah. Damn it, it's going to hit Karu there. I can still hit that guy. I can still hit 2. I can still do 2. We're going to do that. 36. So they have a... Oh, nice. Alright. So that is a DC 19. Oh, well, yeah, they didn't do the saves. They didn't pass.
So the
They're dead.
The Hobgoblin Trooper succeeded.
But took half damage.
It took half damage, and it auto-applied the damage, so you can see the Minotaur just explodes in front of Karu. As Karu, you're sort of like dodging this martial arts Hobgoblin. The Minotaur who's kind of charged at you, readies his maul again to try and flatten you again, and then is just exploded by electrical energy from a lightning bolt behind you. And this guy, let's say this. Oh, that guy's up on a roof.
Yeah, he's a bit higher up.
That's cool. All right, excellent. Love that. Anything else, Killian?
Then I will jump back this way. I got 25 feet, so jump over here. I'll be like, are we going, or? And that's my turn.
An excellent question. This is now Karu's turn, who can potentially respond to that question.
I think, Karu just, was busy looking at the Minotaur's abs, and then those abs exploded in his face, and he was like, yeah, I think it's time to go. Have you got, hey Killian, have you got Dimension Door to get you and Yama out? Or nah?
I mean, I could do that. I could definitely do that.
Just an
I've
idea.
Just moved further away from Yama. I think we can take him.
Okay.
But yes, if we have to, I can do that.
Like, are we leaving? I thought we were leaving.
I'm hoping so.
Yeah, we're leaving. I'm leaving.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Well, how about you?
Come back and get us.
Yeah, in a minute. I just destroyed the guy in front of you. I need to catch my breath.
Alright, well, in that case, Karu is gonna... He's gonna shimmy around this guy, still in his range, but just meow. And then he's gonna take a swing at that guy.
Sure.
With the cutlass. Come here. Nope.
Nope, 11 will not hit.
It's fine. He's gonna switch targets and swing at the guy on the other side of him that he just spotted.
So the guy behind you, or the other guy, is a lot more heavily armored, and a 16 will not hit him, unfortunately.
Karu's fine with it. He's just like, eh. And then he's gonna be like, alright, cool, didn't hit anyone, that's fine, I don't mind, it's fine, yeah, whatever. And then he's just gonna like, I'm sorry, Dan, I'm not even gonna measure how far I'm walking, because I'm 55 feet. I'm like, I'm good. Whoa! No, I know, I'm kind of holding, I think I kind of want to hold the line a little bit, so I'm gonna just be here, and then I'm gonna like turn to Yama and Killian and be like, you guys should teleport out, I'm good.
You sure you don't want to teleport out? Oh wait, you can only do it once.
Yes, thank you for reminding me.
I was reminding myself.
I love
anyway,
that. I love that because Killian has keen mind and does not forget things easily.
Yeah.
Is this how he does it? Is this how he trains himself to not forget things?
No, it was just... It wasn't that. He's like, oh yeah, right. And Killian also gave that gift over.
Yeah.
He 100% knows.
Yeah, that is me. That's my turn.
Cool. Goblin Spine Cleaver. Run in. Hide back here. The hobgoblins, some of the hobgoblins who were chasing after Paulie out of the thing have started kind of making their way back, obviously seeing that, you know, or hearing that there's fighting still going on, seeing that they could definitely not keep up. They're like the police in Tokyo Drift, you know, if you're going over 75 feet a turn, the hobgoblins just aren't chasing you.
Are we sure? Oh, wait. Killian's internal monologue is like, I could teleport us out, or I could kill them all.
You gotta teleport Yama, because Yama can't move as fast as Karu.
Don't have to move if I destroy everything in front of me.
But I don't want to stay here.
You can run.
Just get us out.
But I also don't want Yama to have to stay here because his ride won't fucking leave.
Literally.
You gotta help your friends get in the Uber, you know, if they've had a big
Yeah.
break. You can't just assume that the Uber's gonna take them.
Killian's triggered from that one time where he was like, maybe I can arrange this teleportation at some point, and everyone was like, why would you want to do that? So now he's like, okay, I kill everything instead, and then I walk out in my own pace.
I don't remember that time. I think you're making it up.
Neither.
Karu, you're standing there holding the line, and an arrow just swooshes past you. You don't know where it came from.
Yeah, I think Karu and Killian are having the equivalent of this kind of argument.
Yeah.
And it's just
The arrow, the arrow lands like next to Killian. He's like, okay, point taken.
So many snipers. I'd set up all these snipers to shoot at Paulie, and it's fucks off.
Safe.
Isn't that the way, Dan?
It is the way, yeah.
Yeah.
This one's going to shoot a Killian. He's nice and squishy. 10 to hit. I assume will not hit.
Nah.
Has a little arrow animation and everything. I love this thing. Kara, the guy that you kind of attacked, the big armored one, he's going to try and slip behind you to prevent your escape while his friends begin catching up.
Kara thinks that's very cute.
22 to hit.
Okay, that's not as cute. Yeah.
Just 5 damage. It looks like he's maybe trained to operate with more allies around him. It looks like he could be a more credible threat.
Oh yeah, they have that. Forgot about that.
We've got Yama, then we're at the top of the round again.
Alrighty, easy. Yama is just gonna come down and take a swing at this dude. Wow, 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 wow. Roll the dice! Sorry, so slow. Yes. 12.
12 is not enough, I'm afraid.
Here comes the second swing one day. Oh, yes! A natural 50. Definitely gonna hit.
22 will hit.
I'm going to burn a smite on this. Let me burn a second level smite. Oops, oh no. Oh god. Boop. That dice. Sorry, my computer's really falling apart.
That's alright, we got the 7.
So
Smite, yep.
So it's 5, 7, 7.
5, 7, 7? I've got here 9. And then.
Oh yes, sorry.
9,
9, 7, 7. Yeah, I can't believe I rolled the same on 1d8 as on 3d8.
Do you want to describe that for me, please?
Amazing. So, like, Yama's like, don't hit my friend! Like, coward!
Love that.
And I think that's it. Yama will hold the line here with Karu as well as we wait for our exit strategy.
Killian's going to yell out, I will not be walking back in to danger. If you want to teleport, you come to me.
What do you mean? Literally just come over here and teleport.
There's going to be a lot. You're at the start of the round now? There's 8 turns before mine.
Yeah, but when you move and then teleport.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or I kill everything and then teleport. Killian would never walk back into danger. I'm a ranged carrot.
You gotta get.
The opposite of you, man.
He's like the opposite of the world of like a good swordsman. You know, he stays away from.
Doesn't have his sword drawn.
Stays away from the melee. Doesn't go into the melee.
You have wings. You can just come and touch me on the head.
The magician is very upset at you, Killian. He's annoyed that you keep fucking with his spells, and you see him. He's waving his shaman stick around, and pulls it up, almost like a bow, and pulls back on the almost a silvery, almost like a silvery bowstring appears, and 3 arrows form in the bow, and he fires it at you. What do you mean?
I'm gonna.
Oxbow.
The rock in there. Is this what I think it is?
What do you think it is?
What do you call it? Magic missile?
Yeah.
Well, is it actually? Yeah, whatever. I'll let him cast this spell. I'm not going to fuck with him this time, but I am going to shield at 2nd level.
Okay. Then yes, he working. The wall between you. You guys are blocked by a wall.
Yeah, wall of his allies.
Yeah, wall of shield, I guess.
Mm.
So yeah, 3 magical darts fly out from the thing, and he's just like, yes! When they sort of boom, 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 land into you, sort of sparkling, he loses sight of you until he realizes that you have used your reaction to cast shield.
Can I, instead of letting him notice that I cast shield, can I, like, take a knee like it's hurt?
Sure, yes.
Oh, I don't want to completely demoralize the guy. He can actually use magic, unlike the last guy. He's like, if I kill everyone here, he's the only one I want to leave alive.
Yeah. They they attempt to surround you again. Kara, 16 to hit?
Nope.
Don't worry about it. Paulie, it's your turn. You've got the manticore on you. Can you give me a perception check, please?
Yes, I can. Give me 2 seconds.
Actually, do you want me to roll you a perception check? Because I realize you...
Yes, that'd be great.
Yeah. 18.
Alright. What am I bird I see?
What are your bird eyes see? So, Paulie, as you're looping through the air, your breath coming fast, tiny heart pounding in your chest. The world is a blur of motion and sound. The rhythmic thrum of your wings beating against the morning air. All of a sudden, the sharp click and whir of your magical night vision goggles activate to pierce the gloom. The rising sun to the east and sort of rising up in the sky vanishes, swallowed by an enormous shadow that stretches across the sky.
Oh, what?
For a moment,
What?
even the manticore that's chasing you falters, its predatory instincts overridden by some kind of primal dread.
I'm guessing I feel that too.
At 14, you don't get a good look at it, but you feel that shadow
Ooh.
come over you. What are your bird-like instincts when some sort of shadow descends upon you while you're flying?
Never good. No, never good. It usually means there's something bigger than me. Yeah. I guess I'll be alert and worry. Like, oh shit, okay.
So it's your turn. You've got Nesbit under you. He's sort of throwing everything he can at the manticore. And you see that the manticore appears to be breaking away. It does no longer seem... Despite it was just chasing you up until a moment ago, it now looks like you are the furthest thing from its mind. And Nesbit gives out like a cheer. Like, fuck yeah, fuck you, weird hybrid creature thing.
Are we next to like the sand and like the water?
You've still got a bit of a ways to go to get to the beach.
I might drop Nesbit, like throw him a bit so he's away. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I think I'll use up my action to just get him, yeet the gnome.
Cool. Nesbit in midair, throwing like little vials and small explosives at the manticore, is all of a sudden flung into a bush, where he sails comically, end over end, and you hear him land safely.
Alright. I'll look up, I guess, maybe. I can see anything? Nothing? Because it's dark, isn't it? And I only have...
Yeah, it's dark. You can see that something is blocking out the sun.
I'm probably gonna stop. I'll stop moving. I'll stop in flight and then just kind of like get ready.
Yep.
Maybe hold in action.
Sure.
Do we notice this?
Well, potentially on your turn.
I'm ages away from you guys.
You are currently 100 feet away from me.
100 feet away
Really?
through some walls, so potentially,
Yeah.
potentially not.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
What was that, Timmy?
I should be way further away than that.
No, you're 125 feet.
Maybe, you know what, actually, maybe I should keep going south.
Up to you. The threat's coming from the east. Or that's where the sun's rising, I suppose.
Yes, okay, I'll just move my 50 feet south.
Sure. That's good. Alright. You're effectively off the map. We're in unknown territory now.
Right.
Do you say anything to Nesbitt as you throw him clear?
I'll just say just hide.
Now, of course, you have your full movement. You still have your bonus action as well. And the Manticore does not try to attack you as you flee. It does not take that opportunity.
I'm gonna just land and just get ready.
Okay.
If something's coming to me.
Sure. We got another Hobgoblin, and then we've got a Killian. The Hobgoblins begin surrounding Yama and Karu, positioning themselves tactically. 22 to hit on Yama.
That hits.
That hits.
Yep.
It is 6 damage.
Non-magical 6 damage, right?
Yep.
Nice.
Killian.
Okay. I'm gonna yell out, Karu, are you sure you can get away from this? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys right in front of you. Do we delay for a minute? Or do you just want me to take Yama?
Fuck.
No, I'm good. I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Fast as fuck, boy.
Okay, where are we going?
Karu, so far,
Considering
it might look like teleportation. You know what I mean?
Considering I flew here. Yama can't fly.
I can fly.
Yeah, Yama can fly.
Just not very fast.
Fair enough.
You just gotta give him a head start. That's all.
Yeah.
Head start it is. Okay. With Keen Mind, would I be able to tell how far an approximation that Paulie would have travelled in this time since we've seen him last?
Give me an insight check, I guess, because he was kind of flying around and dodging and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's not about knowing where he is; it's about like intuiting where he would be.
Yeah. By now, and that is not very good.
Where does Killian think he's gone?
Killian would think that Paulie's really fast, so he's probably like, I don't know, 350, 400 feet to like the southeast.
Sure.
So
very interesting guess.
Yeah,
Now,
the southeast.
You guys came from the west.
And then Killian will go, but that guy's an idiot. We're not going that way. And I will just say, Yama, get ready to hover, I guess. Are we up on like a plateau?
Yeah, you're up on sort of a ridge where the keep is that kind of overlooks. There's some cliffs and then the bay. It's not crazy high up, but it's definitely some elevation for sure.
All right. Well, can we see like at least where the ship is from here?
Yeah, I'd say so because they'd come in and with the flags up to kind of cause some mischief in the bay and just kind of get noticed, right?
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna send us 500 feet towards the ship.
Yeah. Perfect. What is that? We got last week what Karu's version of Dimension Door looks like. What is Killian's version of Dimension Door?
Well, I like to imagine Yama is still actively holding the line, so Killian will just walk up, like grab Yama on the shoulder, but then Yama also feels like a tingling in the back of the neck, and it's like everything, the field of view just shifts, everything stretches, and we just appear 500 feet back from where we're, like, everything stretches out really weird. Like we're being pulled through a tunnel, but being stretched.
And then Yama cuts Killian's arm off.
And then Killian banishes Yama to the Shadow Realm forever. With his last nerve attached to that arm, Yama gets disintegrated. 500 feet towards the boat. And I'll bamf, my wings will just like extend as we come out.
Yes.
And I'll try to hold Yama to give Yama a second to react to the not falling out of the sky.
Yeah. Love that.
It's pulling me down actively as well. If Yama doesn't react, I am going to let go. I'm not dying to.
With his heavy as fuck armor.
Yeah.
So, both of you, Bamf, Yama, is it, like, you mentioned you're kind of holding the line, not paying attention. Do you notice, like, this is not necessarily a thing you guys have done before as a teamwork kind of thing. And you're standing there, holding the line against these hobgoblins.
Also, is Yama actually, Yama has to agree, yeah.
No, Yama's totally willing. I think the way the day went down was Killian was arguing that Yama should take him in to fight the general, right? Because he was like, I can dimension door you in and dimension door you back out. And Yama's like, no, like, you're too squishy, I'm taking Karu and we'll fight our way out. So Yama knows Killian can do this. And I think as he's standing and holding the line and, his swordsman, his sword is going as he's taking these, like, hits from the enemy as well. And him and Karu are, like, yelling, like, Killian, like, get us out of here. We can't, like, maintain this, basically. So I think he's literally, like, no attention on Killian, but his, like, faith is that, Killian's gonna, like, take him out of this because he knows he's the liability, like, he's the slow one. So I think, like, never focus on Killian, but knows exactly what's happening.
Actually, could I retcon something?
Sure.
How do you feel about Killian opening a dimension door? Because it says that I can transport myself and one willing creature. Would I be able to open a door and transport two willing creatures but leave myself?
Not unless that is what the spell says.
Yeah.
I think you kind of become the door, right?
Yeah, I know. I feel like it would have been funny to throw Karu and Yama into it, and then Killian just, like, flies off and blows everything up.
Yeah.
Just comes back later like, hey, guys.
So you wrap your wings are out, you snuggle up Big Spoon to Yama, or kind of put a hand on his shoulder, maybe.
I just put the hand on his shoulder. The wings pop out, like, full...
fanfic writing ship head. It's a nice cuddle around the waist.
I'm not getting slashed on the wings by the guys attacking Yama. I need them to fly.
Yama, since you're focused on the fight in front of you, can you give me a perception check, please?
100%. Oh, please roll well. Please, like, cool. Ugh. 9.
9. German for no.
Yama sees nothing. I think as his, like, vision, like, warps, he's, like, really disoriented.
Yeah. And then you're in the air, which you hate.
He absolutely hates, like... Yeah. Killian knows he can fly, but he's still, for one moment, falling.
Killian actually didn't know that Yama could fly, because Killian was like, can you even fly?
As you're, like, trying to hold his heavy-ass armored body up as you're just plummeting to the ocean.
And Killian's like, can you even fly? Well, if you can't, you better learn quick, and just let's go.
Yeah.
We've fallen 100 feet in 6 seconds.
Eep.
Excellent. Haru.
Karu is gonna, like, see that, like, the boop, and then pop out of, like, and I imagine, like, all of the hobgoblins kind of have that, like, like, moment, and Karu's just like, it's just you and me, boys. And then he rubs his slippers together on the ground, and he goes, psych! And I'm gonna go ride lightning, and I'm gonna go 90 feet in the direction towards the water.
Sure.
Like, as much in the direction of our ship, and I'm heading towards the water, essentially.
Yep.
Which is, like, I'm assuming going off the map. And then when
you will get out of this combat that way, that's fine.
Yeah, and then when I finish that 90 feet ride lightning, I move my 55 feet after that.
I like the idea of, like, you even just go up. You kind of go up and out over the edge and, like, just, turn it into a dive and get a lot of thing. The many sleeveless jackets flapping in the wind.
It's like I have wings, but I don't. Yeah, and then I swim back to the ship because I can do that.
Yeah.
I might even use the cephalon pods that like armbands that make me like double my movement. It's cute.
Yeah, practically running on water at that point with those kind of speeds. Now you, whilst you're kind of in the air, you get a little bit of height. You see up over the towers of the keep itself. You can like look back at all the hobgoblins that are kind of like thrown clear of your lightning explosive exit. Why don't you give me a perception check?
I'm so bad at those, but yes, I will. Nah.
Dance reaction. Yama and Karu are just so great at this.
Killian was too busy fighting with himself about dropping Yama out of the air to notice that there's something looming above us.
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel like Karu's perception is so bad that he thinks the sun hasn't really risen yet, and that's why there's like a shadow being cast over him.
It's still nighttime.
It's still nighttime. It's still pre-dawn.
Totally.
Damn.
Well,
We all don't notice the giant fucking monster, or whatever it is, coming towards us.
well,
Whatever the DM's trying to tell us.
coming towards the fully. So you get to the ground, you kind of fully skid to a stop.
I'm nervous.
You look up, you sort of take your night goggles off, they're kind of fucking with your vision. In the like half day, half night shadow, and you kind of peer up. And you recognize the silhouette of a red dragon tearing through the dawn.
Oh, fuck.
Oof.
Its scales glinting like molten iron. Perched atop its immense back, a figure in blood-red armor
Oh, God.
grips the reins with cruel authority. The dragon beats its massive wings, sending gusts of scorching wind that scatter the trees and leaves around you. The manticore, long gone. You can see it fleeing into the horizon. No one remains with you to challenge this force of nature. You have a moment as it gets closer. What are you doing?
At the moment, I can see it. Everything else too. Okay. I think I just get ready. I start, I stretch a bit and go, alright, look, fucking dragons, especially the red ones, they're always the bloody worst. Well, I'm gonna yell out to Nesbit and just go, Nesbit, stay fucking hidden!
As the dragon kind of flies in, it lets out a roar that the rest of you can now hear, being carried over the sound of the sea and the salt. Nesbit absolutely fails his saving throw for the frightful presence and is, as far as you can tell, Paul, paralyzed with fear. I'd like a wisdom saving throw from you too, please.
Jack, for what now?
For a DC 19.
Oof.
Finally, that was a 10.
Not
Use an
reliable.
inspo.
What's that?
Not
You use
reliable.
No, there's no way. There's no fucking. Wisdom is the one thing I'm never real good at. I'll burn an inspiration. Yes.
Let me push
Doesn't matter. 18. Fuck.
Oh, man.
one inspiration.
Bro.
Cool, so you're standing there, action ready. This thing is flying at you like a predator. With a deafening roar, the red dragon spirals downward, the sunlight glinting off its crimson scales as it descends with the terrifying precision of a hawk diving on its prey. You are paralyzed with fear, unable to move. The air itself seems to recoil the oppressive heat, forcing sweat to bead on your brow even at this distance. As it flies down at you, it comes in low. Its talons carve deep gouges into the stone. As they come up, and grab you. Talons, claw. What's this claw?
I can't do shit, can I? I'm fucking paralyzed, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We can't move, but you can certainly take an action potentially after it does its thing. 33 to hit.
Shit.
I assume that hits.
Yeah, I said I think that hits.
Oh, okay, sorry, I didn't hear it. Roll.
What?
33. 40.
How's your fire resistance?
What?
Pretty good?
What do you think?
How's 58?
Non-existent.
58 damage. Some of that's fire, in case you're resistant.
I'm fucking down.
Oh, fuck.
I'm down. I had 34 health. I was already bloodied.
We cut over to Karu. You're riding the lightning up through the air, out over the edge of the water. Yama, Killian, wings out, 500 feet away, making your way back to the ship. Probably hear the roar of the dragon.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, 100% look at where that came from.
Uh-huh. Can I react?
Sure.
How far would Yama have fallen after I let go of Yama?
Are you asking me, or
I'm asking Yama, did Yama react quickly, or...?
get those wings up, Yama?
What? I haven't had a turn yet.
Oh, we're out of initiative. We're kind of...
Oh, okay. Well, it's only a bonus action for me to pull my wings out. So, very easy for me to do that.
Okay. So would you say that you are still next to me? Because I see a dragon, and it's a red dragon, and I see it attacking something in the direction that Paulie was.
Yeah, well, I would say that Yama was 100% prepared for him to be, dimension doored by you, and you guys were talking about whether he could fly, so he was prepared to have his way.
Okay, very good. So I look at Yama and I'm like, do we go? Captain's over there. Or do I go and then try to get him out?
Can you bring him back?
If I go there without you, I have the energy to bring him back. But if I take you, I have to leave someone behind.
No, then yes, go. Just go. Get it.
Okay, I'm going to... Killian's going to draw his sword beforehand. And then I'm going to... Where the dragon has come down into the ground,
Sure.
I want to land behind where it has stopped moving. So in its path of its destruction, essentially.
Yeah. So,
And I want to try and roll some luck to see if I end up on Paulie or if I end up far away from Paulie.
You definitely can make your way most of the way there back, but I'll say, like, you, with the 500 feet and kind of where Paulie was headed, where you were headed, etc., the angle
trajectory doesn't line up
right for you to get right to where Paulie is. But you are close enough to see him, and you see him by the time you get back, or by the time you kind of get within sight of him and get close, and you're standing there, blade drawn, the shard of Cathrax, you see the unconscious form of Paulie on the ground, and you see a figure sort of has leapt down off the dragon, and it's wearing sort of what appears to be sort of this heavy scale mail armor, with the red hand of doom, but instead of sort of 4 fingers and a thumb, it's 5 sort of like dragon heads. And
Okay.
this guy looks like if Yama had kind of let himself go a little bit and maybe hadn't been getting rid of his bunions, you know. He's looking a little bit scaly around the edges.
Mm.
And you see he's got his helm tucked under one arm, revealing his face, and he's walking towards Paulie. And Paulie, you're kind of lying there. You've been hit by this thing. I'll say, you know, similar to most the rules say you're unconscious, but for our incredible storytelling purposes, I think it's that kind of beaten within an inch of your life kind of thing. You can't move. You're, you know, Luffy against Lucci, kind of like you've had the shit kicked out of you. You can't move, but you can have one eye open and, you know, kind of talk, right?
Yeah, okay. I think. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. Fucking red dragon. You go. You look like my mate.
He looks down at you and says, "Rejoice. You have been struck by the Crimson Blade." His voice cold and steady. His piercing eyes burn with a mixture of righteous conviction and unyielding fury as he kind of lifts you up almost casually in one hand. He's got this big sword, just with sort of red glowing runes all through it. He kicks your rapier away from you to the side. And in the fluid motion, he swings his blade, the runes along its edge, pulsing faintly with heat.
Can I just like ineffectually or just try and shoot him with Shrimpy?
Absolutely.
I don't want. Yeah, so like, you know, go like just try shoot him. You know what I mean? But yeah.
I think you actually give me a Shrimpy attack roll.
Can I also ask how far away is this from Karu? Because Karu can move very fast.
19?
19 doesn't do anything to... sorry, I will answer that, Katie, sorry. You pick up Shrimpy and fire it, and it kind of... it almost like the shot bounces off like a pauldron and nicks him in the ear, but does no real damage. Just sort of a little bit of cosmetic. He's kind of lost... If he did have a piercing, it's now going to be a lot more difficult.
Yeah. Can I? Fuck, man. Can I like say something to him?
Absolutely, but I'll say, well, Karu, you've kind of launched out, heard the roar, changed directory, and just started, I assume, sprinting.
Mm-hmm.
You see Killian kind of ahead of you, who's also running to, you know, as he kind of bamfed into existence. Killian, you're probably maybe, we'll say like 100 feet away.
I'm gonna yell.
And Karu, you're maybe like another 100 feet behind Killian, but closing fast.
Killian's gonna yell, "Put down my idiot!"
And Yama's following way behind. So slowly.
See Yama like a little bee just flying around, trying to catch
He's literally
up.
got his butterfly wings. He's like,
Yeah. Put down my idiot.
Paulie, the Crimson Blade, the eponymous Crimson Blade, and his sword, in a fluid motion, it swung with a near impossible speed, slicing...
Right, can I say something before he does?
Oh yeah,
Can I? Yeah. Just go. I just want to like, you know, like some blood's coming out of Paulie's beak, and he just goes, "You know he's coming for you, right? He's gonna get his son back."
And he kind of does that thing where he like, you know, he's lifting you up by your shirt collar, his shirt fronting you, and he kind of looks up, and you see off in the distance another potentially smaller dragon, but like way off on the horizon, and says, "My brother is weak. His path has crumbled. His paltry dreams of redemption are as fragile as these bird wings." And he, seemingly without effort, launches you. He's already stabbed you. That's effectively critical hits, death saves. He launches you over to his dragon, which swats you out of the air like a cat playing with a mouse.
Fuck.
Fucking hell.
And he looks over at the horizon where Karu and Killian, you guys are fast approaching.
I'm dead, aren't I?
Yeah. Any final words, Paulie, as you get swatted out of the air? Is there a final, like, on your back, under this... You're being pinned by this dragon.
Hello, guys. Big smile on his face. But doesn't seem to leave. And he just thinks back to them all sailing together.
The train was a nice touch.
Perfect time for a fucking train to go by.
The train takes him across the river Styx.
Karu and Killian, as you two get closer, can you both give me wisdom saving throws as well? Very good, Killian.
Ooh.
I have to do it manually because of my stupid glitch.
You'll do like nine saving throws, yeah.
13.
Killian, as you get within 120 feet of the dragon, a ripple of fear goes over you, but you are able to shake it off. Karu, you're not so lucky. It's like, a feeling of, Killian's kind of just walked into a haunted mansion and you are frozen outside, unable to move closer.
I'm so happy I'm on fucking camera right now.
Fuck, I wish I wasn't.
Killian. You have maybe a moment or two before Yama, who's very slowly floating back to this direction, this side of the island, comes close enough to help, Karu overcome this fear potentially. But you notice Karu refuses to move any closer.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna look back at Karu and say, "Get out of here."
Karu's just crying.
Killian's gonna move forwards. And he's still yelling at the guy.
He rises from like where he was, like holding up, and he's kind of like backhand thrown fully, right? And so he kind of gets up and looks at you, his armored boots crunching against the stone. And says... My brother doesn't even fight his own battles.
Oh, he's coming. He's just a bit slow. So you've got me to deal with first. If you survive, you can fight him.
He says... Very well.
Me and you. We can bring dragons into this. I can bring a dragon, but I feel like it'd be more fun, just me and you.
He stands there and looks back and says, I would not deprive her of her toy. And you see she's just like got Ollie pinned under a talon.
Oh, she's got a toy for now. Alright. Me and you.
You have fire. You...
I am fire.
Passion. We could use someone like you. The bird is weak. Like Yama's dreams. If you're really strong enough to join the conquest, perhaps you can prove it here, on this island, or has my brother's infection tainted your will as well?
Oh, I don't give a shit about your conquest. I'm just here to kill you. That's simple as that. I wasn't here to kill you. I might have hurt you, but I wasn't here to kill you. That's someone else's job. But now you've killed my friend. So he's not going to stay dead. Like that's fine. We can bring him back, but you will.
Death will be too good. You will live long enough for my brother to arrive, and then each of you will die so that his pacifism is seen as how weak and fearful it is. Yama, it's probably at this point that maybe you've started to catch up to where Karo is. Now, your aura, I believe, prevents you from being frightened, right?
Yes, I'm immune.
So as you get up to where Karo is, kind of like on the edge of this this tableau, Karo, you, I guess, see him coming. You see Yama coming, and there's perhaps like almost like a wave of relief that comes over you. You're no longer afraid of this dragon with Yama standing behind you.
I don't know what to do. Captain's under that thing's claws.
Polly's over there.
Yeah.
Under my brother's dragon's claws.
I think he's dead.
He's going to pay for this. And
If you-
everything else he's done.
Now?
Can we keep...
Killian
Like-
is still walking.
Like, is he gonna pay now?
Well, we have to get Killian out of here, but I don't think we can make him pay now. We're half strength and have just lost our captain.
Your brother Kale sees you, Yama. He says, "It's a family reunion."
Kill you,
See
monster!
how easily your path crumbles. Your paltry dreams of redemption. You cling to forgiveness like a drowning man clings to driftwood, hoping it will keep you afloat. But your son and I spit on your forgiveness. We spit on your redemption. As Killian is a lot closer, and I guess is still approaching, sword drawn.
A sword drawn, and as approaching, you see Killian's skin turn into dragon scales, and claws start to grow, and his wings start to harden.
How close would you say you are now? Okay.
Probably close enough that I could not have to yell at him anymore.
Sure.
I can talk a little bit louder, but not yelling, so I'd say maybe within 50 feet.
Sure.
And I'm draconic transforming.
Interesting. Yeah, you go through similar kind of changes to what it looks like he has going on currently, right? He doesn't have the wings, but he definitely has that kind of scalier skin. Much like you transform yourself into now. Yama, do you stay kind of at that, 100 feet range with Karu? Do the two of you move in closer, or is this like you yell out? What's the?
I think Yama wants to leave. He can see that like there's no saving Polly, and Karu's in tears. Yama's on the verge of tears. I think he's was absolutely unprepared to face his brother here, and he knows they're not at full strength, while his brother is absolutely rested, has just flown in on his dragon. So I think he does he calls out to his brother even as Killian is moving closer, and he is like, "You will never be saved. You will never know peace as long as you continue to act in this way, going after my allies one at a time as they are separated from me. You lack courage, brother, as you always have. You step on those smaller and weaker than yourself, and you call it strength. You think it admirable, and you think it leadership. I will show you true leadership, true strength. And you will fall to my sword, our father's sword. I do not think there will be any redeeming you, but heavens above, I will try, because no one is beyond saving. But you, brother, are absolutely digging your own grave here, and I may be the one to throw the dirt on your dead body. Killian, we have to go.
I'm not leaving Paulie here, even if he's dead.
He says, you talk of strength. You who would stand in the way of goblin unity, goblin conquest. You who abandoned your people when they needed strength. We are the strongest we have ever been since the age of the gods. Yama, no more will we fight each other for scraps while the world tramples us underfoot. I have lifted us up. I have given us something to believe in, something to fight for. And you would see us divided again. You offer them mercy, forgiveness? His lips curl into a sneer as he points his sword towards Paulie's fallen form. Redemption, forgiveness, is to reach a hand down out of mercy. But to reach a hand down, they need to be beneath you, and I am beneath nobody.
And what foot were we trampled under, brother? We had lands aplenty, we had space aplenty. The armies have their own culture. There is no need for us to be unified under one banner and force the world to succumb to us, to the hobgoblins. You fight townsfolk and farmers, and you call yourself strong? You see this as strength? Brother, you are a coward and you are weak, and you will fall to my blade. I will see it.
I actually thought you would have the strength to stop me, but I see you now clinging to these ideals. You are just as weak as ever.
Well then face me, brother. Fight me. You and I will take on each other. Right here, right now, on this stand.
I don't need to defeat you, Yama. Your actions have defeated yourself. Death would be too simple for you. Why don't you run away again, as you always have done? Or stand? But you are no longer the immovable mountain. My navy will flow through these seas like water and crush everything beneath it like the breaking of a dam. and he looks at Killian, who's obviously standing a lot closer.
Yeah, at this point, I want to say I'm probably within 30 feet of him now.
Yeah.
I have not stopped moving this entire time. Killian is just locked in.
Yeah, he turns his back to you and just starts walking back to his dragon, just completely like, not even worried.
Killian's like, you turn your back to me, you kill my friend, and then you turn your back to me, and you call Yama a coward. You would leave. I have challenged you.
As I have challenged you, brother, if you leave here, you know that I, Yama, the immovable mountain, will stand between you and any of your goals in this Isles. There will be no moving forward while I live.
Can I just very quickly say that Karu is gonna try and sneak to where I know Paulie's body is pinned under the drag, but I think Karu's gonna try while all this is happening. He's gonna try and sneak to get close because he kind of wants to get Paulie.
Sure.
He knows it's super risky, and I'll probably fail a wisdom save, but this is what he would. This is what he would do.
Sure. Yeah.
This is what he would do in the moment. He would be like, "You guys are. I'm not doing what you two are doing, but maybe I can get the captain."
Yeah. I'll say because the give me a stealth check, and then give me.
Okay. Sneaky, but probably not so wise. Wisdom save, correct?
I'm going to say because you got a nat 20, I'm going to honor the nat 20, and I think you just, like, you're in the bushes, you're staying low, you're kind of, like, circling around.
I appreciate that because I rolled a 5.
Also, hey, Dan just got me too. Josh in Twitch is just saying you're quiet.
Oh, I'm a bit quiet? Turn yourself up or the others down. I'm so sorry. Turn the others down. You want more Dan. Probably because I was yelling a bunch. Adjusted my levels. Cool. Thank you for that. So Kara...
Or is it the corpse talking?
Yeah, this is the corpse talking. You sneak around and kind of get in behind the dragon, and are able to kind of get in close, almost kind of under its tail. It's sort of half perched on a rock. You know, it's got kind of one claw under, looking on Paulie, but it's definitely kind of watching its master and Killian closely, and you're able to kind of avoid its glance.
I'm still following this guy. Even though he's turned his back to me, I am still following him, and I am berating him.
Yeah. Okay.
You are a coward. You would back down from a challenge. You would run from your brother, who you looked down on so much. But you would run. You would leave here. That is the act of a coward. You would attack someone on their own, and then run away from the challenge. You don't want a challenge. You're a coward. Take the challenge.
He says... He kind of stops and looks over his shoulder. And you can see him kind of thinking about it. And then he gives, like, Yama a bit of a look. And there's sort of a grin that slides across his face. And he's going to probably draw his sword and charge at Killian.
Cool. My sword's out. I'm ready to go.
Alright. As he does, I think the dragon leaps as well, like a well-trained hunting dog. Karu grabs the body.
I'm like, can I get Paulie? Like she's forgotten her toy.
Yeah. As you grab Paulie, you feel sort of a static shock as you grab his body, but you're able to kind of go and then grab him. And you can feel that despite him not being burnt, he seems to be quite warm. He hasn't gone cold of death yet.
Do I have an opportunity here to just shove a potion of healing down his throat? If I think that... yeah.
He's not... He's no longer breathing. So I would say you don't have to waste the potion. Like, you can see that he is dead. The warmth, it seems to be like almost like a heat. Like, it's hotter than a body should be.
Is there anything potentially I could roll to see if I would have any idea of what that is? What might be causing that?
Absolutely. You are well versed with like what monstrosities and like weird kind of lore and stuff, right? What is that usually based off?
I think that's my investigation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, it's technically to recall information about fays, fiends, and undead, I think. So it's not really this.
I'll allow it though, because this is a weird thing, and I think it's cool if Kara can get it.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna roll with advantage. 24.
Yeah, Paulie's dead, but his body seems to be heating up and burning. There seems to be some kind of electricity kind of burning him up from within. With a 24, he seems to be undergoing... Well, his body, his corpse, seems to be undergoing some kind of... maybe like a metamorphosis? Or... is disintegrating itself?
He's becoming a worm.
If you don't love Paulie at his wormliness, can you love him at his captainliness? You don't deserve him at his captainliness. We cut back to... but you grab him, do you start moving away, or are you...
Yeah, I'm grabbing him to hide him, like, you know. Also probably wondering where Nesbit is, because I know Nesbit was with him, so he's probably... Kara's just probably trying to get Paulie out of sight.
Yeah.
Nesbit's currently standing in a puddle in a bush somewhere.
Fair. Honestly.
So Kale lunges at you, Killian. It kind of, you know, the blade coming out, your blade coming out. Well, your blade's already out, but I assume your blade coming up to kind of
to match him.
Give me a quick, just like a basic initiative, just to kind of see who gets the first strike here.
Oh, I'm great at these. Him.
Lordy.
Oh, so great.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Okay. That's fun. First attack. 21 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
So that's going to be 16 damage.
Mm-hmm. Any of that magical fire?
It's all magical. But the fire's still coming.
Okay. 16 damage.
And 18 fire damage.
Okay, so half that. 9.
Second attack.
Yeah.
21 to hit.
Yep.
For 14 slashing damage.
Yeah.
And 15 fire damage.
Yeah, so 7.
And then... as he sort of is slicing at you, chains erupt from his blade and begin to wrap themselves around you. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. I mean, if he wants to stop me from running away, that's fine. I didn't plan on running away. It's not me who's going to be trapped with him. It's the other way around.
12 is not enough, I'm afraid.
No.
At the start of your turn, which will be in a moment, you're about to take 23 more fire damage as these fiery chains erupt all over you and constrain you.
Yeah, that's okay. So that was 23, was it?
Yeah.
Alright, so 11.
Now it's the dragon's turn.
Coward.
3 attacks, 1. I mean, he's the bad guy. What do you expect?
Coward.
1 was bite, 2 was... Someone didn't put in the automations for this one. Or dragon.
I still have a reaction.
You certainly do.
Yeah.
Do you
So
want to use it now, or...?
I just realized I had it when I could have used it before he attacked me.
The dragon is lunging at you, and with its mouth...
Yeah, I'm going to use my shield.
Okay. 34 to hit.
That hits.
2d10.
Fucking hell.
8. Plus... so 17 piercing damage. Oh, no, sorry. 14 piercing damage and 11 fire damage on the bite.
Mm-hmm.
And then its claw attack, 26 to hit.
Yep.
That's a further 8 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, 31 to hit.
Yep.
16 more slashing damage.
Okay. Killian looks a little worse for wear.
Your turn, unless Yama is kind of stepping in here at some point, as your initiative is quite bad, so Yama has potential to do something here. You're maybe a little bit further away, but we're all in the theater of the mind currently.
If Yama can, he will. I would love to almost like hold my sword like aloft and point it at him. He points at his brother. And he, with this like almost like holy, like radiant kind of reverberation to his voice, he says, "Kneel, Kale." And can I use an inspiration to like impose disadvantage on your wisdom roll as I use command?
Sure.
So it's a DC 15 wisdom.
Alright, you're going to use an inspiration. Okay, wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
15 is the DC.
So he fails, however you notice on the emblems of the 5 dragon heads on his chest, one of them cracks.
Ooh, okay.
And he
I'm
does
going
not
to
obey that order.
So I'm going to bonus action activate my Ring of Expeditious Retreat, and I'm going to move towards Kale as much as possible. I think that's 60 feet then with the ring.
Yeah, I think you get in range with that for sure.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, he's going to be standing in front of him as imposing as possible. You will leave my friends alone and be gone from here. I'm tired of your nonsense. Get back to your hordes, your armies, and watch me stop you.
One of your friends dying has lit a fire in you, Yama. Perhaps another one will kindle it greater. We might get that old general back.
Like I would ever come back to you, you monster.
Do you... Oh, wait, you've done your action and your...
Yeah,
and your move.
I've done this.
So you're standing kind of side
can.
by side with Killian currently. And this dragon is kind of up here looming as well.
Yeah, and he's got his sword out, radiant energy glowing, butterfly wings, like as much as he can at his beck and call. He's summoned.
Yeah, excellent. Killian, the moment we've all been waiting for.
Okay. Well, Killian's like, this is nothing. Coughs up some blood. Okay, so I need to do some. I'm gonna work some stuff out quickly. All right, so Killian is going to swing his sword one time. So let's do. This is with advantage because I have advantage on all attacks.
So have you cast your...
My draconic, I transformed.
Yeah.
So first attack is 26 to hit.
Hits.
All right, so that is 5 slashing damage on the first, plus slash roll 2d12 force damage. I don't know why that rolled twice. For some reason. So 17 or 18, up to you.
I'll take the 17, as that was the first one. So 17 slashing damage, you said?
Yep. And then he also gets an additional 3d6, so 4 damage. But he needs to make a DC 15 con save on that.
He succeeds.
Okay, he's not blinded. And then, with the second attack, Killian is Killian slices down with the sword.
Mm-hmm.
I like to think like that force damage has pushed him down, like he's trying to beat him down.
Mm-hmm.
His second attack is Alright, how do I do this? So weapon attack. This is his rend ability from his transformation.
Sure.
Alright, so the first is 28 to hit.
28 hits.
Yeah. So then he has that 1d6 plus 9. So 15 damage from that plus force damage.
Plus 15 slashing.
Plus 17 force.
Plus 17 force.
And that the force damage, I'm trying to knock him back.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm just whacking him around.
Yeah.
As
You're
much as
hitting
possible.
him, and with that, especially that second strike, I think like you do that thing where you've hit him and he's kind of like moved back, but he's only moved back like half a step. Like this guy is serious business.
He's built out of tougher stuff.
Like this guy is Yama on steroids.
Yeah, literally.
Literally. Man's on trend.
What else can I do here? Yeah. Look. I am going to also for bonus action potions, yeah?
Sure.
Yeah, bonus action, a greater healing potion.
Alright.
Come on. 13. God damn it. It'll do. And yep, Killian just shores himself back up.
Cool. Karu, you're probably the most dexterous out of everyone here, so you'd probably be at that top of the initiative order. You're moving away from this with Paulie's body, hot body, under an arm.
Do you think if I'd gone into the bushes, I may have found Nesbit?
Yeah, I think maybe you see him like poking his head out. He's actually recovered Paulie's rapier.
Cool.
And he's kind of like, Karu, over here.
Yeah. Karu, I'm gonna take Paulie over to where Nesbit is.
Yep.
Seems pretty well hidden.
Excellent. On Kale's turn. Or it's at this time, actually, I think you start to see the rest of the... Whilst you guys are pretty far away from the keep, maybe sort of 150 feet, the keep also has been hearing this fight going on. And you can see more hobgoblins exiting the keep, and they're on their way.
Well, how far away? Like, was our ship like kind of coming towards us?
Yeah, probably. Like, I think it was to, like, attack the docks. And...
So how far away are we from, like, water, I guess?
I mean, for you, it's moments away, right?
I know.
I think it's probably at that point, if you want, we can have that moment where, out from behind a rock or a cape, the ship emerges, and it's got the gem dragon, or sorry, the black dragon, kind of, looking a bit beat up, but actually, the dragon would be gone, wouldn't it, Killian?
Dragon's gone, yeah.
Sorry,
because I transformed.
So the ship, Sans Dragon, maybe it's got a couple of holes in its sails and stuff, but it doesn't look too bad. It looks like they've kind of stayed out of it. They were just kind of causing mischief. Comes around the cape and is kind of like, there on the, just on the edge of the island.
Yeah, because I have I kind of want to get Nesbit to like take Paulie and like get back to the ship.
Yep.
And I actually have this like swan boat feather token from when we went to the friggin' Witchlight Carnival that I've never used.
Sure.
So I guess for my turn, if it's possible, like I kind of want to get Nesbit and Paulie like as close to like the water as possible and give Nesbit the feather token and just be like, this will make a boat.
Yep.
Like this will make a boat. Put Paulie on the boat. Back to the ship.
Cool.
Yeah, that's.
Love that. He puts the sword and kind of like puts Paulie's arms around it, and then is like dragging Paulie, somewhat unceremoniously because Nesbit's small.
Nesbit's small.
Thankfully, Paulie's a bird.
Yeah, he's very
is
light.
Nesbit like?
He's still like really half my size.
Yeah. But is Nesbit like upset about Paulie? Like, is he sort of, or is he?
He seems to be taking his cues from you. Like, you've come up and you're like, Nesbit, like, take Paulie, go do this. Yeah. And he's like, okay. Like, he's in shock. I think... It kind of looks like he has not processed this yet.
Sorry, you go.
I was just going to say, because I think what actually happens is Karu, like, when Nesbit, like, has the rapier and, like, puts it at Paulie's chest, like, Karu presses Nesbit's hand into Paulie's chest to go, feel how he's warm. Feel how he's warm. That's a good thing.
Oh,
something
okay.
different.
Yeah.
Get back to the ship. Get him back to the ship.
And Yama can heal him.
I don't know, but dead bodies aren't warm. That's all I'll say.
Just so you get review as well too, Paulie does have a big smile on his face, and it has not left.
Yeah.
I do like to think that Nesbit just at some point like slips and drops Paulie and then grabs his feet and he's just running with his feet over his shoulders instead. So Paulie's head's just bouncing off rocks.
So he's bouncing, and Karu, Paulie's hat is sitting there on the ground.
The temptation.
I'm gonna pick up the hat, but I'm gonna loop it into my belt. I'm not gonna put it on. I'm gonna pick it up.
You feel hat whiskey rolling around in there.
Fuck yes. Oh yeah. Wait, no, that's great. I know what this stuff does.
Love that. Cool. So Paulie's being sort of reverse wheelbarrowed down to the shore. Nesbit's got the swan token in his mouth, like between his teeth as he's like running. And you turn to see Killian in his full draconic transformation mode with his big shard blade sword, just going ham, fighting this adult red dragon and Kale, the Crimson Blade, the leader of the Red Hand of Doom. And I think it'll be Kale's turn. Killian, how's a 27 versus your AC?
Yeah, no reaction can fix that.
As you're fighting, you're clashing swords. Kale, like between the sword clash, that kind of legendary, lightsaber to lightsaber kind of thing. He reaches forward and just fucking headbutts you, and then grabs you by the throat, and you feel your life force draining from you. I need you to take 27 necrotic damage.
Oh dear God.
And he's gonna heal.
Killian still says,
Oh, sorry.
coward.
Take the damage, and your hit point maximum is reduced by 27.
Okay. Good to know.
Damn.
Can Kale give us a wisdom saving throw, please? DC 15.
You absolutely can. DC 15, he just makes it. He's not very wise.
So he takes half that damage that he just dealt back in radiant damage.
Well, that's the amount he would have healed, so...
Suck it! As Yama's light flares around him.
Yeah, so he's holding Killian by the throat, draining him of his life, and he just sees like this sort of lance of holy light off of you. And he says, "Oh, is this some of the old Yama I'm seeing? Some of that rage, some of that killer instinct. You killed enough of my men. How's that pacifism treating you now, brother?"
There's no victory for you here, Kale. Be gone and leave them alone.
And he says, my victory today is you bent and broken. You chose the wrong side, brother. And, the dragon is going to keep attacking Killian. How you holding up, buddy?
Holding up.
Holding up.
Dan, I'm pretty sure you can see how I'm holding up.
Look, I'm not looking, but I love not knowing, I guess.
Yeah.
That'll be
holding up.
That'll be a 30 to hit.
Yeah. What's the damage?
2d10 plus 26, like chompy damage.
Mm-hmm. I'm fine. So fine.
So fine.
Killian goes limp.
Unconscious limp?
Yes.
Okay. And a further, well, you would take a further 11 fire damage, but it's all part of the same attack, so you're at 0. And you go limp in his arms then, as like the as the dragon like just takes a big chunk out of you. Your scales, as you go unconscious, you revert back to your form.
Go back to normal.
Kale just goes, how disappointing, and throws you onto the ground. And he turns to look at Yama.
Yama is absolutely seething.
Is any...
Oh,
sorry. No, you go.
If you don't mind me monologuing.
As long as maybe I could catch you in that monologue?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and monologue.
You act like what we are doing is causing suffering. But we are bringing them order. A new goblin order to the islands. Our people, through their might, will rise up, stronger than they've ever been before. You think you're better than everyone else, but there you stand, the good man doing nothing with the strength to do nothing. While I will triumph, your rigid pacifism will crumble into blood-stained dust. The only victory afforded to you is that you stuck true to your guns. You are a coward. Your last.
I don't think that I'm better than everybody else. I just know that I am better than you. And before long, you will be at my knees, and I will hold your life in my hands And you know that I will forgive you in that moment. But I will not forgive you now, as you hold my friends' lives in your hand. Do not make any more mistakes, Kale.
Seize upon your anger, Yama. Wield it like a weapon. I understand your reluctance, but holding it in is pointless. Come at me and let your friends die as we fight on this blood-stained ground. Prove to me you are still a hobgoblin.
I already offered myself to you. I have challenged you and you have backed down. Stand before me and let us fight. Let me fight you with our father's sword, and I will bring you what you seek, because it is death that I see in your future, and I will be the harbinger.
And you will let these ones die so that you may get your redemption.
Can
Jump in.
I particularly interject?
Please.
As he's like, you're gonna let these others? Oh, what was it? Sorry, Dan.
Are you gonna let these? So Killian, like, you're down, same sort of thing. Like, you're not dead. Obviously, you're kind of in saving their territory, but you're that kind of like coughing up blood, one eye open on the ground, like, you know, a solid hit from him or just time is potentially going to kill you, right? But you have.
Speaking of, I'm rolling my first now.
Okay. Love that.
For some reason, that was at advantage. Don't know why.
That's all right. I'll take the first one, and I can see that. Thank you.
So he said, like, you're gonna let these people, like, your friends die or whatever.
Yeah, so that you can fight me. He's essentially saying, like, during our fight, they will bleed out and die, and that's what he wants. He's like, yes, like, show me that you don't care about them.
Yeah, can I argue for a kind of dramatic moment here? So I'm getting the impression that, like, Karu has been largely ignored by Kale.
Sure.
I want, in this moment when he said you're going to let them die, I want Karu to essentially sneak up behind him to attack him, and in response say, you know, I had a line and I've just forgotten it, but it was basically along the lines of, like, we let ourselves choose what we do, and we follow someone like Yama, and we would never bow to someone like you. And I'd like to make an attack. Can I argue for advantage because I was sneaky?
Absolutely. Thanks to that natty 20, I think.
Thank you. This is gonna let me do it. Let's see. Please don't roll 3,000 times. 24?
24.
Get in.
Yes, just.
It's fine. I just wanted to make sure I hit him. So I'll roll damage. So it's 16 slashing damage, and I'll roll the fucking what is it called? Crimson Rite damage, but it's set to fire, so I imagine he's pretty resistant, if not immune to the fire damage.
He appears to be immune to
that is fine, because my point here, I wanted so this costs no action, but whenever I damage a creature, I can brand them. So I want to brand him.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What does
the purpose
brand
of this
like?
I think it actually looks like something and then it disappears. So I think it shines like a bright, like almost iridescent blue, and it's almost like a wave, and then it actually like a scar just completely like goes very silvery, and then it's almost gone. So if you was to look at it in 3 seconds, it's not there. Point of the brand is that you always know the direction to the branded creature as long as it's on the same plane as you. And as long as I don't dismiss it or apply another brand, we will always know where he is.
Yeah, very cool.
Amazing.
So he's like, and then, yeah.
Yeah. Also, each time he deals damage to me or another creature within 5 feet, he takes 3 psychic damage. I just wanted to get the thing so that if we leave, we know where he is.
Love that. I love that. Very cool. All right. So that was kind of his turn, or your turn, Yama. What are you squaring up? You've got the sword out. Oh, sorry.
I technically get another attack if I'm doing like an actual turn. Might as well.
We're not. Yeah, we're in combat, but we're not in combat. It's it's free flowing.
It's okay. I didn't hit. It's fine. I do think with I have a bonus action still, I will switch my Crimson Right to be cold damage.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just roll the necrotic damage on me. Oh, damn it. Max damage on myself. Great. Now I'm out of turn.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of.
You slash him. He appears to be immune to the cold damage as well.
Oh,
Motherfucker.
Well, you don't know until you try, so.
At that, and with that, you kind of notice that, I mean, on his chest is the 5 dragon colors in the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Damn, that's some good looking armor.
Can't wait to
say
wear that
out
bad
loud. Yeah, Kara's like, that would look good on me.
Cool. As a
With all your many cloaks.
I need to branch out. I can't just have cloaks, okay?
He's going to burn a legendary action. And as you burn him, and he's just like, ah! And he goes to kind of backhand you. But his fist starts glowing with hot fire. And as he backhands you, it explodes. And I need both of you to make dexterity saving throws, please.
What the fuck? Okay.
You get a +3 from me. Not that you need it for death.
Yeah, I was going to say that's amazing because I already have a +10 to dex, so let me just go +13.
It was meant to be. Suck it, Kendall.
Okay, you would normally take 39 fire damage, but you get to halve it because you succeeded.
So, what is that? 18,
Killian,
19?
you're unconscious. 18? You fail the dex save.
Mm-hmm.
You take damage, which is effectively a failed death save.
Mm-hmm.
I can take all of his damage with my reaction.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 39 fire damage that I'll take that Killian doesn't take.
Killian, you don't take a death save.
Nice.
So with my now my turn?
Yes. Yeah.
Everyone's
that was an interruption turn. Yeah.
Sorry.
No. Well, you interrupted, but he legendary action to also interrupt after your turn. So we'll go Yama and then him again.
So Yama is going to be like, "You underestimate us, brother. There is no way you could bring down my friends. There is no way you will bring down me because I have the power on my side, and you are simply evil. And you will, like I said, fall at my knees one day." And Yama is just going to reach down gently and touch Killian's like elbow or something, and pour 50 points of healing into him. Oh, sorry, 60! My pool went up!
Nice. I am... My hit point maximum is still...
lowered.
Yeah. Cool.
By the way, he took 3 psychic damage when he
hit Yama?
Uh-huh.
So hit all of you, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's like 3 per person he hits. I think... No, it's just me or another creature within 5 feet. But yeah, can he take that psychic damage? Thank
Absolutely.
you. That's how we'll get him. We'll just whittle him down.
Whittle him down!
That's your turn, Yama?
Yeah, that's my whole turn.
Now that you're back up, Killian, you're, more aware. You definitely felt you failed your first death save, by the way, while you were unconscious.
I imagine so.
So you are at 1 failure. I think you're aware of that now that you like wake up again with this health. Like you know that. Whoa, I was getting close to the abyss there. What did Killian see while he was kind of
home.
In between worlds?
Just saw home. Saw the hells.
And is that a worrying thing, or is that like that's nice?
Yeah.
He fought so hard to get out.
Yeah, he saw Dis. And he's like, just fucking like thinking to himself, I just fought my way back out of there. I don't want to go back there again.
All right. Hey. What's he gonna do? How's everyone looking? So, Killian, you're looking pretty beat up, but actually...
Oh, I look great now.
You look great now.
Blood everywhere, holes in
yeah.
him, but he's looking pretty chipper.
Yeah, Yama looks fucked.
I'm only a little over half.
I think it's at this point just to add salt in the wound, because I'm evil. You can see that the Hobgoblin army from the keep has arrived. And they are starting to march over to where you are. The little goblins with their bows that were shooting at Paulie. Readying positions. Arrows start raining down.
Killian, you got one more dimension door in you.
Is everyone together? Like, are we all...
You and I are next to each other?
We're all around.
Yeah, we're all basically... I can reach everyone in one movement? Okay.
You want? Don't you dare dimension door me and leave yourself behind, though. Don't.
Oh, no. Killian's... As he, like, he's on the ground, and he feels himself, like, zap back away. He's like, oh. Whew. He's gonna, like, reach out with his foot and touch Karu.
Yep. Footsies.
Reach out with one hand. Like this is all. I want to try to do this as quickly as possible. He pulls, like, his sword is at his side. It's like in his belt again. Wants to roll out a scroll on the ground. Touches Yama, touches Karu, and we're gone.
I think Yama's already touching Killian, and maybe that's helpful.
Yeah, because you just did lay on hands on him, right?
Just healed him.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. But so basically, as soon as he wakes up, he just grabs the scroll out, kicks for Karu, like kicks Karu in the shin. And Karu's like, what the
Karu's always playing footsies if he can. He saw a foot and he went for it.
And then I need to roll for it though.
Love this.
So give me a sec.
We love
because it's not a spell that I have, it's a spell that I have on a scroll, so it doesn't tell me the actual spell. So I think what do I have to do? I have to roll, wait, oh my god, fire alarm going off, great. That's coming through my microphone, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just mime it. Just mime what you're gonna do.
Send it in the chat.
Mind powers, I'm a wizard.
I roll a D100.
I roll a D100. Okay.
No, you do the voice, Kara. You can do the Killian voice.
I roll a D100. Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah. I'm Batman.
Where's Rachel?
To teleport something I'm very familiar with. To teleport to something I'm very familiar with.
His bedroom. His moody bedroom.
I'm gonna try a different accent next time. Aw.
I can't remember what's the spell name. Teleport.
Teleport. That's what it is.
That makes sense. That's what you're doing.
It does make sense.
So I'll read out the spell. Just to help out with everyone playing at home. I know you're all playing at home with your own versions of D&D, playing the incredible Pirate D&D campaign at home. The spell instantly transports you and up to 8 willing creatures that you can see within range, or a single object. Must be familiar to you, and the DM rolls a D100 and consults the teleportation outcome, and then explains after it. So he's rolled a 68. You're very familiar. Where are you headed, Killian? Okay.
That's fair.
Yeah, the
what
ship.
About the
that
ship?
makes sense. Yeah. So he's heading to the ship, which means it's a very familiar object. So yeah, he makes it. So you guys are there looking up at Kale. He's ready to like bring the hammer down again, the sword, Yama. You're looking up, one hand on Killian. Karu, you're playing footsies, and then all of a sudden with a pop, the three of you are on the ship.
I'm still playing footsies. I have unusually long toes.
Right. Webbed toes.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm actually not sorry. You knew what you were getting when you invited me into this group.
Yeah. Well
Oh, alright, so we're on the ship. We didn't get
and Yama's just like, fuck.
Has Ratty made it on the swan boat with it goes like 6 miles an hour apparently.
Yeah, well, he had a bit of a way to go, but I think like he's just getting to the ship now. He's in the little swan boat. And I like to think it's one of those couples swan boats where you have to like paddle. You have to do the paddling.
Oh no! Oh fuck!
And Paulie's sitting in the other
Little
chair, still
legs.
small, but not fucking moving.
Nesbitt is having to hop between the two to like get it to go straight.
Well, as he gets to the ship itself, Nesbitt is you look over to see Nesbitt. He doesn't have Paulie's body with him, and you look down, and at first it kind of looks like he's brought kind of a large rock, and like the blade is like in the rock. And as he gets up onto the deck of the ship, he's like, "I'm so sorry. I don't know what started happening. He was sort of sparking, and then he kind of burnt away, and this is all that was left." And he holds it up, and as you look at it, you realize it's an egg with a lightning motif around it, and the rapier stuck through it, and Shrimpy is kind of like perched on it defensively.
Oh,
Cool.
he's gone through like a chain. That was why he felt warm, Nesbitt. It's because he.
Is the captain gonna be okay? Does he need his hat whiskey? It's okay, Captain. We'll get you a hat
If
whiskey.
you need to sit on him.
Maybe I'll give him his hat. Keep him warm.
Put the hat on the egg.
I take the whiskey out though. Can I take the whiskey out? No, it's in the hat.
Yeah.
Oh, I put the hat on. Whatever.
It's a flask. It's a flask. It's just my.
I take the flask out of the hat.
It's a magical flask that always makes whiskey.
I know, and I know it heals you too. That's why I want it.
No, it doesn't heal me. It's my amulet of the drunkard that heals me.
Ah, well, Karu doesn't know that. He thinks it's a flask.
Basically,
He's taking the
Paulie's just an
flask.
alcoholic.
That's right.
Karu will learn the hard way that it doesn't actually heal him.
You take a sip, Karu. It doesn't heal you, but it's good hat
Tastes
whiskey.
nice though.
Tastes nice.
Yeah. Yeah, num num.
It's got that kind of it's got that seed flavor. You know what I mean? That kind of like very hoppy, I guess, or very grainy. I assume Paulie likes seed-based foods.
Oh, it's a fucking brewy as shit.
Yeah, Karu is like, nah. I'm more for a floral drink myself, but I'll get used to it.
And there you stand on the deck of the ship, making your way away from the island of Vraath Keep, having survived by the skin of your teeth thanks to Killian's teleportation, the scroll he was given, I believe, as a gift from the Feywild Gala, and with an egg. Sword and an egg. What is Karu and Yama's kind of reaction as, I guess, well, who starts giving orders, I guess? You know, is it the Reynolds at the helm? And he's like, where's the captain? Are we waiting for the captain? Is he going to catch up? Who's it?
The captain's here. Just get us out of here. Get us away from that dragon and move quick.
Alright, okay. Raise the mizzen mast, men, and so on. Ship stuff.
Yeah. Karu immediately goes to like help with the like physical stuff if Yama's yelling orders.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like a real teamwork moment. Like neither of us are kind of taking the charge. We're like equally taking it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is
we
cool.
just all go to work.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, the rest of the crew kind of come out. They all get to work. There's a little bit of like, is everyone okay? Like, Diana and Aveline checking in on Yukaru. Yama, if you take a chance to look as you guys retreat, there was a lot of damage done by Killian's dragon in the kind of dock area. There's no ships currently pursuing you. But you can see sort of very much off in the distance, your brother kind of standing next to his dragon looking out at you angrily. And you see another smaller dragon come in and land next to him.
I think Yama, if he can see his silhouette, he stands on the tallest part of the ship, holding the ropes, and he's holding his sword up as well. At his brother, like a threat.
I think that's probably an excellent place to end it this week.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit, we survived.
Can we do the thing that I sent you earlier, Dan?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Sorry. So
do you want me to read it, or do you want me to read it, or
post-credit scene? Yeah, I'll get you to read it. But yeah, post-credit scene. Nesbit comes out. Ratty comes out dragging a small book. That has like a feather on it. And it's Captain Pauly's journal, but like the J is around the wrong way.
I was gonna say, can he write?
And Ratty kind of opens it up when you're all gonna get a chance later in the day to kind of read through it. And would you like to read it in Pauly's voice, please, Timmy?
Absolutely. All right. So, just inside this journal, there's a loose leaf of paper with a little ribbon around it, and as you open it up, it says, "The last will and testament of Pauly, the greatest pirate in life and the afterlife." All right. Hey guys, if you're reading this, that means I've gone off to the tavern in the sky. There's obviously booze and gold aplenty to keep any pirate drunk and rich for several lifetimes. So for that, I won't be needing my worldly possessions, except for Talon and Shrimpy. They're coming with me. So put them on the shrine you will no doubt have and pray to daily, if not hourly, so you can remember how amazing of a friend and captain I was. I bequeath my sweet captain cloak to Karu on the provisor that he doesn't rip the sleeves off. Yama, you get my sweet night vision goggles. I know it's getting pretty hard as you get older, so that'll help you see at night. And last but not least, Killian, you get to take over my financial estate and any gold I have. To the rest of the crew, just keep being awesome. I know you guys have got this. Peace, guys. It was awesome being the Pirate King and having you as my crew. Pauly obviously thought he wouldn't be dying very soon.
And Killian's reading this and is just like, he doesn't have any gold, and I was already in charge of it.
As you're like reading this, and you go like, Killian, as you go like, hey, let me see this. Like, what the hell? You pick it up, and a small like, almost like a leaflet of paper that had been like put in there as a second one slides out, and it's a ledger of Pauly's financial estate, and it's just a shit ton of debt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like so much debt. Like, you know how you think he was friendly with every dockmaster? No, it's because he owed every dockmaster money.
Hell yeah.
Killian at this point is like, you look over at him and he's like, well, I guess if I have to take over everything that's his, he starts like weaving a spell together and feathers start forming and he's like, no, it's too soon. And the feathers like disappear again.
Excellent. What a lovely place to end it on this week. We'll have a little bit of I know, Timmy, you got to get to work soon, and I want to have a bit of a debrief with the team on Discord after that, so we'll end the recording stuff, and don't go anywhere, you all sexy crew pirates. We'll chat after this, and just check in, make sure you're all okay. Just need to do a bit of aftercare. Alright.
Therapy.
A bit of therapy, and thanks to Josh telling me my microphone was lower than everyone else's, and letting me lower everyone else's, because it's not about raising myself up, it's about lowering everyone else. So, thanks, team. Bye.
Said like a true Kale.
Ah, so good.